Hello, fellow mystics. In this love reading, we're asking your spirit team to reveal exactly what kind of karma that person from your past, that person who betrayed your love and left you high and dry without even an explanation as to why they ended the relationship. These are the anchoring cards for this reading. This is what inspired me to do this reading. This is their energy. They left you high and dry with this scissors card over here, and you don't know what caused the relationship to end. And so spirit right now wants to give you some form of closure. And this is because in order to truly and fully heal a wounded heart, you need closure. Even if you've technically moved on and you're doing your own thing, that love wound that person left can stick around for years. And if it's not properly healed, it turns into unconscious resentments that eventually causes us to just close our heart off entirely. The problem is, a closed heart can never manifest true love. Yeah, you might manifest some type of love, but it will not be true love. Your heart can only attract the amount of love it's actually open to holding. So if it's still wounded with this scissors energy over here, it's just going to attract other wounded people who you do not resonate with at a soul level. You only resonate with them at the level of the emotional conditioning you have at that moment in time, which is being wounded. If it's holding on to resentment, it will attract people who also have a ton of baggage and resentment from their own past. And obviously this isn't the recipe, the ideal situation for a healthy, long-lasting connection, right? So in this love reading, your spirit team, the ninth dimensional Pleiadians and the blue avians with these birds over here, want to help you heal your heart from that past relationship where you never got the closure you needed. This love reading is going to give you that closure you deserved. Right, so with that said, let's begin the reading. And I feel like this is going to be a really interesting reading. I feel like at the end of this reading, you're going to leave this space feeling like, wow, this has just made my day. And I'm not being biased over here. That's just the energy I'm feeling. I'm feeling very calm, very excited about the messages that are going to come through in this reading. So we're going to start the first question. We're going to start this reading with the first question, which is, what was their karma after they betrayed you? After they just ended the connection without so much as giving you an explanation. After they hurt you, what was their karma? Spirit, what was their karma? And guys, if you are drawn to watch this reading, if this reading came into your auric field, know that there is a sacred key here waiting to raise your consciousness and help you find the closure that you seek. This reading found you for a reason. It is not a coincidence. So trust the messages that are coming through here are meant for you. Okay? So what was their karma after they left you? Strength card. Okay. And the Four of Swords. Detached. Wow. First of all, I feel like this is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For some of you, the energy of the person I'm tapping into is a Leo with a strength card over here and the infinity symbol. I feel like a lot of Leo energy, and with the hearts over here. Interesting, this is a love reading and there are two hearts in these images over here. It could be a Cancer also. So Cancer, Leo, or Gemini. Okay, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You could be the one who's a Cancer, you could be the one who's a Gemini, or you could be the one who's a Leo. Okay, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So the karma this person got after they left you high and dry with not even an explanation as to why the relationship ended is this person had a very hard time finding true love. And I feel like this is their energy even now. With the Strength card, this is a major arcana card. When a major arcana comes up, it signifies an energy that is happening to them even now. This is not something that has happened to them in the past. They're experiencing this energy, this karma even now. From the time this person left you, they have not been able to manifest true love. Are you seeing with the heart detached over here? They've been quite isolated in the sense of, even if they're attracting people, whoever it is that they're attracting are not gelling well with them. Are you seeing the lion and the face? These two things are very different. They're attracting people who are not their ideal mate. They're finding a really hard time to find that person who they connect with at a soul level. Most of the people they're connecting with are just superficial. And the thing is, this is their karma, because the energy I'm getting here is you were the one who was a vibrational match to this person. At that time, they did not know this, but I feel like after leaving your relationship and attracting these people who are not fulfilling them, it dawned on them that, oh my God, oh gosh, I just left the one person who truly understands me for who I am. With this energy of the ship here, this is your energy. The love you had for this person was innocent and pure, but this person did not notice this. They took that love that you gave them for granted. They thought that the grass will be greener on the other side, but really they figured out eventually that it was not. So their karma that is also happening in their life right now is that they've been unable to manifest the true love that they truly desire. The universe is punishing them in that way. They left the true love and now they're having a hard time finding another true love. And I feel like that is part of their lesson. They're first learning how to identify what true love is, because when they were with you, they did not realize that the love you had for them was actually true love. The love that you guys had for each other was actually true love. He did not notice this, or she did not notice this, or they did not notice this. Take what resonates in terms of pronouns, leave what doesn't, okay? So that is their karma, and they're still learning their lesson. The universe is still teaching them how to identify what true love looks like, because they were unable to identify this with you. That is their karma. This person has not been able to manifest true love. Doesn't mean they haven't been in relationships. They have been in relationships after you, but these relationships were never the fulfilling kind of love that they wanted, or even the fulfilling love that they experienced with you. This is not spirit sort of trying to make your head big or trying to make you feel good about yourself. No, this is just the reality of what it is, okay? Right, and I feel like the spirit guides coming through here today are saying we are very blunt. We do not sugarcoat our words. We're not interested in making the people who are watching this video feel good. We are interested in delivering the truth with this energy of the Strength card here. The 9th dimensional Pleiadian collective that is coming through to guide you does not sugarcoat. So if they tell you that this person was not happy after they left you, was not able to manifest the type of love that you gave them after they left you, and that after they left you they realized that the love you gave them was actually the type of love that they needed, is not them sugarcoating and trying to make you feel good. It is the truth. That is the karma this person is going through and also went through soon after they left you, okay? So now let's move on to the next question, which is how did they feel weeks or months after they broke up with you, okay? We already know how they feel right now, but let's just see what spirit has to add on to that. How do they feel weeks or months after they left you? Remember, this reading, we're going to get all the information we need, all the context we need for you to finally find closure and understand why this person left, okay? So even if we're asking some questions that are repetitive, just know that the next question, even if it's repetitive, it's going to add on to whatever it is that came through in the previous question, okay? So stay with us. That is what the Pleiadians are saying. We're building a context for you. So how did this person feel weeks or months after they broke up with you? Two of Swords, exactly what I just said. Two of Swords. They felt very confused. They finally realized the mistake they made. Are you seeing these are their guides? This is them. They had no sense of direction. They finally realized that exactly with the Magician card over here in reverse. The Magician card upright like this is someone who's very sure of themselves, very confident. They know what they need to do to manifest the love or the life that they want to manifest for themselves. But it came in reverse, meaning this person felt very confused and lost. Because Spirit is saying they did not realize that your presence in their life actually was a guiding force for them. Not to say that you were there to save them, but the connection they had with you, the conversations they had with you were actually helping them determine how to improve their life. So when this relationship ended, this person lost their way in one way or another. They actually felt very confused with this Two of Swords over here. It's like they were just now going with the flow of life. They lost their sense of direction in regards to what they wanted to accomplish in life, because you in their life, you sort of, just your energy, even if you're not giving them direct instructions on what they need to do to improve their life, just your presence in their life was giving them a sense of purpose, motivation, determination. And they didn't know this. They used to think that that determination they felt inside of them was actually coming from them. But lo and behold, when you left, they realized, oh my God, XYZ was the source of my motivation, was the source of the direction that I needed to accomplish my goals. Now that you left them, they were clueless. They did not know what steps to take to improve their life or manifest the kind of life that they wanted to manifest for themselves. This is how they felt weeks and months after leaving your connection. Okay? Wow, they were very, very confused. You were a lighthouse in this person's life, but they did not know this at that time. They thought they were their own inherent source of energy. And yeah, of course, all of us are sovereign entities, right? But sometimes some people are brought into our life to help us amplify our own power, you know, because maybe our inherent power is not strong enough, so we need another person to amplify it for us. And you were that amplification that they needed. You were the one who was amplifying their sense of direction, amplifying their motivation to accomplish their goals. So when the power source was removed from their life, when the amplifier was removed from their life, they returned back to their baseline, which is not as strong as they thought they would be when they were with you. They realized you were their motivating force to accomplish their goals. Wow, I told you guys this is going to be an intense but a reading that will actually bring you a lot of closure. Okay? And I feel like here you're also being told, if you've been actually thinking that you are not important in this person's life, trust me, this person now truly knows how important you are. If this person made you feel when they left, if they made you feel that you are not important, and that's why they just discarded you like that, and that really wounded you, your guides are coming through here and telling you, well, once they left you, they truly did now see the value you had in their life. You are indispensable, and they did not know that. Wow. So you are important, and they know that right now. They know that. They regret walking away from you. Okay? Remember what I told you? This is not a reading that Spirit is trying to sweet talk, not to make you feel good. This is the truth. Okay? So now let's move on to, now that if a few weeks afterwards and a few months afterwards, they realize that you were the person they needed in life to improve their life, why did they never come back? Why did they never reach out to you to try and mend things? Okay, let's look at that. Why did they not try to come back to heal this connection? If they knew you were the anchor that they needed to accomplish their goals, why did they never return? Why did they not reach out to you to try and heal the relationship? 9 of Cups. Okay. Right, all right. And the Knight of Pentacles. 9 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit, what are you trying to say here? Oh wow, they thought you had already moved on. The reason this person did not reach out to you is they figured you had already moved on. 9 of Cups over here. I feel like weeks and months after this person left you, you guys went on some sort of makeover. You went through a glow up with this 9 of Cups over here. You really did some inner healing work and did what you needed to do to bring back your confidence levels to the point where it's supposed to be for you to feel fulfilled in life, you know? Like you went on a quest of self-love journey, you know, just to ensure you are confident and you're not letting other people, like a relationship, bring you down. You had some sort of glow up, and this glow up made this person think that you've finally moved on from them, even though Spirit is saying this glow up was just your way of coping with the breakup. It doesn't mean that just because you are now more confident and you're feeling happier about yourself and your self-esteem was off the roof, you know, it doesn't mean that you are not still trying to heal from this connection. But they saw that just because you are going through this glow up, when you started feeling more confident about yourself, it means you had moved on. So when they saw you improving yourself and just having fun even though they were not in your life, they figured you had moved on. They didn't think that you were still like they didn't feel like there was a part of you that would be willing to take them back, even though in reality, if at that time they had come back and asked to mend the connection, you would have said yes, right? But they did not know this, so they never tried to come back to you. Okay, and I feel like the other energy coming through here with the Knight of Cups is this person is a little bit arrogant. Not arrogant, but let's say egoic, vain in some way, and so they could not swallow their pride and come back and ask for forgiveness, you know. They were like, nah, I don't want them to see me as being weak, because sometimes the Knight of Pentacles can be someone who's very reserved, and reserved in the sense that they do not show their true emotions. Even though deep down they're hurting and they're dying, they will not show you their true emotions, and it's just because of their stubbornness. It's because they want to uphold this persona to the world that nothing can break them down. You know, they're the knight, you know. They're the ones who solve people's problems. The Knight of Pentacles is the problem solver. So when they have a problem, they have a really hard time showing it to the world, because they don't want the world to see them as weak, because they're known. They want the world to see them as the one who's capable of solving problems. They don't want to be seen as the one who has a problem that needs to be solved. So their ego also prevented them from coming forward and asking you to try and heal the connection. So aside from them thinking that you had moved on, their ego also prevented them from coming forward to ask you to try and heal the connection, because they didn't want to look weak, so to speak, to the world. They did not want to swallow their pride and come and ask for your forgiveness, you know. So yeah, that is what was happening weeks and months afterwards. I mean, that is why they never tried to heal the connection. So now let's go deeper. Let's go deeper and ask, did they truly love you, or is it just an infatuation, or just like a fleeting emotion? Did they truly love you? And the reason this question is important is because it allows you to understand why they left, you know. It gives you a better context as to why they left. If you understand whether they truly loved you, or they were just looking at this connection as a casual thing or something that is going to be short term, then it makes you understand why they left. Okay, so Spirit, did this person truly love the collective? Did they truly love you? Did they truly love you? Did this person truly love you? I'm curious. Let me know in the comment section, who is this person that you're thinking about? What is their zodiac sign? Write down in the comment section their zodiac sign. I strongly feel a Leo energy, Cancer energy, Gemini energy, and a Pisces energy. And now with this, I'm also noticing a little bit of Virgo energy coming through, and Aries with the Magician over here. Okay, so I'm very curious, guys. Write down in the comment section what sun sign your person is. I'm really curious to know how this reading is resonating with the collective, okay? So that in the future I can decide whether I'm going to make readings based on zodiac signs, okay? It will really help me decide what type of love readings you guys want in the future. Drop your comments down below. What is the sun sign of the person you're thinking about, okay? Right, so 7 of Wands, okay, and the Page of Cups. All right, the Page of Cups is a lover. This is a loving card. Are you seeing the hearts over here? And he's like in cloud 9. Wow, this is puppy love, okay? This person truly did love you. They did love you. They had that, you two had this love that people call puppy love. It was a very innocent love. The love this person had for you was very, very innocent. And when they were with you, they used to feel like they're on cloud 9, okay? With this Page of Cups over here. But issue is with this 7 of Wands, are you seeing this guarded energy over here? This person, like I said, with the Knight of Pentacles, is someone who's somewhat very reserved, and there's nothing wrong with someone who's reserved, but with the Page of Cups here, I feel like this person is slightly immature in terms of how they express their emotions. They haven't yet attained that level of emotional intelligence that allows them to express themselves in a way that allows the other person to truly understand how they feel, okay? Hope this is making sense. So while this person truly did care for you, they may not have been properly expressing it to you. So I feel like if sometimes you guys had issues in your connection where you felt like this person is somewhat distant from you with the 7 of Wands over here, because they're not showing you the physical expression of their love, it's not because they did not care about you. They truly did care about you. They had this pure love for you, okay? Puppy love. But they just didn't know how to express it. So did this person really love you? They did love you. It's just that they're not very good communicators when it comes to their emotions, okay? They haven't yet attained that emotional maturity where they understand how to express their truest, deepest feelings, okay? So they did love you. If you were doubting whether they loved you, they did love you, and their love was pure. Pure, pure, pure. It had no conditions attached to it. They loved you unconditionally, okay? They just didn't know how to express this unconditional love in a way that made you feel more fulfilled. Sometimes they were good at expressing it, but sometimes they were not, okay? But they did love you. They truly did love you. So what are their thoughts and feelings now? We've seen in this energy of the Strength card here that this person is still going through that karma that they created for themselves after they left your connection high and dry without so much as an explanation. They're still unable to manifest true love, right? So now let's look at what are their thoughts and feelings now in regards to you, okay? How are they feeling and how are they thinking when it comes to you and your connection? How is this person feeling and thinking right now? Now that they're unable to manifest true love because that's their karma and the universe is teaching them a lesson through this experience. They're teaching them how to identify when they have true love in front of them. This person had true love in front of them. Are you seeing with this Page of Cups over here? They had true love in front of them, but they couldn't recognize it. And it's interesting because the Page of Cups also represent lessons. This is someone who's still learning how to hone in their emotional intelligence. So I feel like this is what the universe is teaching them right now. This person is learning how to be more in tune with their emotions such that they express what they're feeling in a way that allows the other person to understand them. The reason this person also left you high and dry, guys, the message coming through right now is this: they did not know how to express themselves. That is why they preferred to either ghost you or just end the relationship without an explanation. They emotionally did not know how to explain why they're leaving the connection. They did not even have the capacity to explain it to you. That is why they left you high and dry. That is the message coming through here. So if you've been wondering why they did not even so much as give you an explanation, is because emotionally they could not even bring themselves to explain to you what it is that they were feeling that caused them to leave the relationship. And this is a flaw in them. And that is why now the universe is teaching them how to learn to be more emotionally mature, to learn how to communicate their emotions in such a way that it does not hurt another person. Okay? And they're still learning that lesson right now. So let's see, what are in their thoughts and feelings? What are in their thoughts and feelings? 7 of Swords. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. Immediately I saw this 7 of Swords. The energy coming through was, at this point in time, this person, this is not for everyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this is someone you don't want to come back into your life, it's fine. Leave them, let them be. But for some of you guys, this person that you're thinking about is actually thinking about how to come back to the connection with this 7 of Swords here. They're really contemplating about what their next move should be to heal this connection, with the Judgment card over here, because the Judgment card also symbolizes a rebirth of some sort. So they're trying to rekindle your connection, and they're trying to figure out what they need to do, the steps they need to take to try and heal this connection with you. Right now, remember what I told you earlier, they feel like you've already moved on. And so they're racking their brains to figure out, what do I need to do to make this person, to try and to make you, to try and be more willing to heal this connection. They're thinking of ways to show you that they've actually learned their lesson, and now they're trying to heal this connection. Now, if this is someone way in your past, and you've not even been in contact with this person for a very long time, you're being told this is the energy they had even years after you guys left each other. They are still thinking about, if they were to meet you right now, what should they do, or what should they tell you in order to try and rekindle this connection? Because remember, this person has realized you are their person. You are their true love. You are the true love that they've been looking for. And up to now, they've not been able to manifest that type of love that you gave them. So the moment they do meet you, they will try to rekindle this connection, whether you want it to or not. This is their energy, okay? So right now, how they're feeling is, they feel like if only they knew what they need to do to heal this connection, they will take action. If they were to be given the answers as to what they need to do in order to make you pay attention to them again, they will take action. They will seize that moment with this 7 of Swords card over here. They will seize it, okay? That is what is in their thoughts, in their feelings. They're thinking about you and thinking about how to reconnect with you and rekindle this connection. They feel deeply that you are their person. You are the person that they're meant to be with. And they're thinking about how to heal this connection. They're thinking about how to bring you back into their heart space, and how to bring themselves back into your heart space. They feel like they have learned the lesson they needed to learn in regards to leaving your connection, and now they're ready to come back better and give you what you deserve. What they couldn't give you before, they feel like they are ready to give that to you now. They feel like they've learned their lesson the hard way. You think they're holding a knife over here. They've learned the hard way why leaving you was not a good idea. They've learned what you are bringing to the connection, and they've realized that they cannot find that thing in another person, at least as of now. Okay, so those are their feelings and thoughts right now. Let me know, is this reading now starting to make you smile? I told you, I had a feeling that this reading is going to just make your day. That person who broke your heart is now regretting leaving you. They're regretting. wholeheartedly at a soul level with this Judgment card over here. It's soul level deep regret leaving you, okay? So smile. You are deeply loved by this person. Right, so next let's move on to the next question, which is, what would they tell you right now if they were to meet you? I've touched a little bit about on that aspect here, but let's see what else Spirit wants to add. Remember, I told you if the questions seem like I'm repeating myself, it's just because maybe whatever information I gave in that particular question was not enough, and so your spirit guides want to add more through a different type of question. Sometimes the kind of question you ask spirit determines what kind of answer you get. So maybe the question I asked before was not the question that spirit wanted me to ask in order for them to give you the full picture, okay? So it's not repetitive, it is intentional. So what do they tell you right now if they were to meet you? What would they tell you? What do this person tell you? What do they tell you? Hanged Man. Okay, right. They've finally seen the error of their ways. And the Ten of Wands. Wow, okay. Hanged Man and the Ten of Wands. What do this person tell you right now? The Hanged Man energy is usually an energy of seeing things from a different perspective. Are you seeing in this card here, this girl looks like she's hanging, right? Upside down. But then when you flip this card, it actually looks like she's standing and then she's lifting her leg backwards, right? So if this person was to meet you right now with this Hanged Man card over here, they'd tell you they've learned their lesson. They finally understand that you are their person. They finally understand the love that you gave them was the love that they needed. It was the love that would allow them to awaken to the best version of themselves, because the Hanged Man card is also a card of learning to see things from a different perspective, because when you start opening up your mind to a different perspective, it brings in the light and the clarity you seek to improve your life, okay? So they finally learned that you are their lighthouse. You are their guiding force that gave them the sense of direction that right now they don't have. You are helping them determine how to take positive action towards their goals. Your presence in their life was just the motivating force they needed. That is what this person would tell you. Right now they feel stuck, because the Hanged Man card also in tarot represents being stuck. So this is just spirit reiterating what I said here and confirming what I said, that this person, the moment they left you, weeks and months after they left you, they felt stuck. They lost their sense of direction and purpose in life. And that is because they didn't know you were the one person in their life that was actually giving them that sense of direction and motivation to accomplish their goals. So right now they tell you that they're feeling stuck. And they've just realized that you were the light they needed to start moving, to keep on moving forward and accomplish their goals. They've learned their lesson. That is what they tell you. And with the Ten of Wands over here, they tell you that they are so happy. They would tell you that they appreciate everything you tried to do to heal the connection. I feel like for some of you, even after this relationship ended, you did try to mend things. You did try to heal the connection, but this person was not listening, was not up for it. You know, they were still in their egoic mind thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, you know. You tried your very best to try and heal this connection and try and bring things back to normal. You seeing from the mountain, the difficult times at the top of the mountain, you really did everything you could to try and come back to a place where you're both good and the relationship is now flowing more effortlessly, right? Is stable. But this person was not having it. Yeah, they'll say they acknowledge that the effort you put in, and they wish they had actually also put in the effort they needed to put in to heal this connection. You're seeing the weight over here. This is them, this is you, and this is them. They're saying they acknowledge you tried, and now they're saying they wish they also carried their own load. They wish they stuck around a little bit more to heal this connection. They're not saying you are good all the time. They're saying, yeah, you had your own flaws, yeah, but they're also saying they wish they stuck with you and tried to heal the connection and try to see how they can help you see what they need in the connection. Rather than walking away, they wish they stayed and fixed things. They wish whatever was broken in the relationship that caused them to want to end the relationship, they would tell you they wish they stayed and tried to fix things. They wish they mended things with you. They wish they stuck around to work things out rather than walking away, because they realized walking away was not the answer. What they needed to do was sit down with you, communicate how they are feeling in the relationship, tell you what they need you to do for them to feel more emotionally fulfilled in the connection rather than walking away. They should have sat down with you and tried to work things out. That is what this person would have told you. Okay? If they were to meet you right now, this is exactly what they'd tell you right now. Wow, that they're ready to work things out and they're ready to stay with the intensity. They no longer want to run away from the problems that you have in your connection. They want to fix things. That's what they'll tell you if they were to meet you right now. They are ready to talk it out and fix things. That's what they tell you, okay? So now let's look at something more sensitive, which is also still going to give you the closure you need, right? What is the real reason this person ended this relationship? Remember, we said that the reason this person walked out of this connection is because they could not express their emotions and tell you why they were leaving the connection, right? But now Spirit wants to reveal it to you. If this person could not explain it to you, Spirit is now going to reveal it to you. So I want you to keep an open mind. Some tough love might come through in this part of the reading, but know that whatever tough love is coming through here is meant to give you constructive feedback and tell you maybe where you could have made things better for this person. And knowing this information will allow you to ensure you don't repeat the same thing in your current relationship or the future relationship if you're single, okay? It's constructive feedback. It is showing you where your weaknesses were in this relationship so that you do not repeat the same mistake in your next relationship or the relationship you're in right now if you're in a relationship, okay? But it could also just be maybe it's not your fault, it was this person's fault, okay? So let's see, what is the real reason this person ended the relationship? What is the real reason this person ended the connection? 9 of Wands. Okay. And the Death card. Okay, in reverse, and it jumped up so abruptly and aggressively. Okay, so the Death card in reverse, yeah, and the 9 of Wands. Okay, so this is what I said. You guys are going to be receiving some tough love here. Okay, but I want you to keep an open mind and know that this information is meant to help you be a better lover in the future. Okay, so first of all, when the 9 of Wands comes up in a love reading, it usually represents being very guarded, being very controlling, wanting things to go your way. Now, this is not to say that your way was the wrong way. Actually, Spirit is saying the times you were very controlling in the relationship and wanting things to go your way was because your way was actually the best way to help the connection last for the long haul. You had the best interest at heart for this connection. It's just that sometimes your controlling nature was too much for this person. They felt like they're in a prison, in the sense of they felt like they had to just conform to what you wanted, and they felt like they did not have the freedom to just be themselves and run the relationship the way they want to run it. So they felt a little bit constricted in the relationship. So with the Death card over here coming in reverse, the Death card usually represents death and rebirth, right? Change happening. But then when it comes in reverse, the same concept of being restricted. They felt like they could not live their life fully. And I know it's a paradox because this person, as we've seen, that in the weeks and months after they left you, they actually started realizing that the love you gave them was the kind of love that they needed, right? Even though your love was a bit smothering and controlling a little bit, they realized that it is this type of love that they needed. They needed that type of structured love that you used to give them with this 9 of Wands over here. But thing is, at that time when they walked away from you, they did not know that that is the type of love that they need in their life. Remember, we've seen that the moment you left them, they lost their sense of direction. And that is because the moment you left them, they no longer had that structured type of love you gave them. The structure you brought into their life by you just loving them was gone, right? So at the moment they were leaving this connection, they felt like that type of love you were giving them, that structured love, that a bit controlling type of love where things mostly went your way, and it's because your way was the right way most of the time. They felt like, nah, I don't want this, I want to be free, this is too constricting. I want to be free. That is why they ended the relationship. They wanted some form of freedom that you were not giving to them at that point in time. So how does this relate to you and your current relationships right now? You're being told in your relationships moving forward, whether it is this one or this one that you're in right now or the next one that you're going to be in, allow your partners to have some say in the connection, okay? So that they don't feel too restricted. Yes, you always have the best interest at heart for the person you love, but you're being told loosen your grip a little bit and allow them to also have a say, okay? Allow them the freedom to also express what they want the relationship to look like, okay? So that is why this person ended the relationship. At that time, they felt really constricted. They felt like they could not be themselves in this connection. They felt like it was always about you. And at that time, they didn't realize that the way you were loving them was actually the kind of love that they needed. They only realized this months and weeks after they left you, okay? But at that time when they were leaving, they felt constricted. They wanted more freedom to be themselves, and they wanted to be in a relationship where they were also allowed to have opinions as to how the connection should move or look like, okay? So that is it. I hope this is giving you some form of closure, okay? It had nothing to do with them not loving you. It had everything to do with them wanting more freedom, okay? We already saw with the Page of Cups over here that this person had puppy love for you, pure love. They truly did love you. It's just that they felt constricted. I feel like at that point in time, they wanted some form of freedom, okay? And the only way they felt like they'd get this freedom was by leaving this connection, okay? So that is why they ended this connection. It's not because they stopped loving you, it's because they just wanted some form of freedom. They wanted to test the grass on the other side. They wanted to see whether the grass is greener on the other side, but lo and behold, they realized it is not, okay? But it was too late. They felt like you had already moved on, so they couldn't come back and try and heal this connection. Right, so now let's move on to how was their next relationship after leaving you, okay? Just to give you, let's spy on them a little bit. How was their connection after leaving you? I hope you're still with me. I know this reading is going to be long, but this is the closure you needed, okay? Once and for all, this is the closure. So stick around until the end of this video. Right, so let's see. How was their next relationship after they left you, right? We've already seen that when they also left you, it was because they wanted to test the waters and see whether the grass is greener on the other side. So now let's see, was the grass really greener on the other side, okay? And this guy just jumped up. How's their relationship? 7 of Cups. See, this is them testing out, choosing and seeing, is the grass really greener on the other side, And the 8 of Cups. Ooh, okay, so walking away, the 8 of Cups. Let me just tune into these energies here. How was their relationship, the next relationship they were in? First, there's a snake over here. Wow. Oh, I told you guys this is going to be an interesting reading where it feels like spirit is trying to make you feel good, but really it's not. This is the real thing that happened, okay? This is not me trying to make you stay longer in this reading. No, this is not clickbait. This is not spirit wanting to boost your self-confidence. This is just them revealing the truth. You're seeing me shuffling these cards and I'm using the images to create the story, your love story with this person. With a serpent over here, this relationship was not ideal at all. There was a lot of disloyalty and cheating in this relationship with this walking. Are you seeing this woman walking away over here? I'm getting the energy of the person they ended up with often stepped out of the connection. This is their relationship, but this person always ended up. Are you seeing the sun? This person often cheated on this person, whether it's emotionally or physically. They often stepped out of the relationship. This person was not loyal. The person they were with was not loyal at all. Are you seeing the Seven of Cups is a card of choices? And then with the serpent energy over here, serpent usually represent dishonest energy, sometimes in readings. And yeah, not being truthful. So the next relationship they were in, they ended up being cheated on often. It's like, at first when they started this relationship, are you seeing with this, it's like this is your person and they're choosing. They thought that they finally found that person that is going to give them the freedom, the excitement that they want in life, you know, with this, all these options over here. This person, when they ended up in a relationship with them, the person they were in a relationship with gave them this idea of, yeah, you can be free and you can do whatever it is that you want to do, you know. At first this relationship felt like, yes, this is the freedom I wanted. I am able to choose and do whatever it is that I want to do. Unlike the connection they had with you, where they felt really constricted with the Nine of Wands over here, feeling very structured as to how the connection should look like. At first, when they started this next relationship, they felt very free. Problem is, they didn't realize the reason this person was giving this person so much freedom was because that person was stepping out of the connection. This person they were with really didn't truly love this person. They were just with this person for materialistic gain, because the Seven of Cups can also be a card of materialism. I feel like your person was, to this other person, had the resources this person wanted to progress in life, and so they were using your person's resources to help themselves progress. It's like this person was sort of like a gold digger, for lack of a better word, and they were just in this connection because they were gaining something materialistically from this person that you're thinking about, from your person, right? So at first this relationship felt like they had the freedom that they wanted to have, but slowly and surely they started realizing, oh crap, this freedom that I'm getting in this relationship is coming at a cost. I'm being cheated on left, right, and center. They realized that the person they were with was not honest at all, was a serial cheater. Okay? For some of you, the energy I'm getting here is the person they even ended up with had this like gender fluidity. They were cheating on this person with every single person. Feminine, masculine, all types of people, you know. This person did not know what they wanted, and so they were constantly moving from one place to the next. And this really stressed out your person. They were not happy in this relationship. They were constantly second guessing themselves, wondering what this other person is up to. They never truly slept well because they were always in this energy. Oh my God, what is this person now with? Who is this person with? Are they cheating on me? You know, it made them, it brought out a personality in them that they didn't know they had. It brought out this jealousy in them that they didn't know they had, because when they were with you, this person was never a jealous person, because Seven of Cups energy can also represent jealousy. This person, when they were with you, they never even thought they were a jealous person, because you never made them feel jealous. You never gave them a reason to be jealous, so they never felt jealous when they were with you. But when they were with this person, it brought out this negative trait in them. They were constantly jealous. Even when this person was just talking to normal people, they constantly had this jealousy. It's like they wanted to now control this person. Interestingly enough, they left your relationship because they felt controlled. But the karma that happened for them is that they ended up in a relationship that made them the very controlling person they were trying to escape. They ended up being very controlling of this person, trying to control their every move. But it's because this person was a serial cheater, right? So they thought that the only way I can control this person, I can bring this person back into like stay in this relationship and not wander off is by me being controlling. Yet the interesting thing is your person realized that naturally they're not a controlling person, they're naturally not a jealous person, but this person they were with was bringing out this controlling, obsessive, jealous aspect of them, which they did not like. So they were not happy in this relationship because this relationship was turning them into something they are not, something they never used to be when they were with you. They were not jealous, they were not controlling, they were not possessive, they were not obsessive, right? I feel like that is the energy that they felt in your connection. They were just, I don't want to say free because they didn't feel free, but they were never controlling. They were okay. They never used to worry about you and the loyalty you had for them. Yet when they were in this relationship, that is constantly all they were thinking about. So they were not happy in that next relationship. It changed their personality drastically. And I'm curious, let me know, is what I'm saying right now, is this something you noticed in your person? Like if you guys were circling around the same environment and you noticed and you saw them with this other person, did you notice that their character changed? Did you notice that your person started being too jealous, too controlling, too possessive? Like however they were with you was not how they were with this other person. Did you notice that? I'm curious. Let me know in the comment section, right? So their personality changed for the worse when they were with this person. Their next relationship made them into not a good person. It made them into a controlling person, a jealous person, a possessive person, and those are traits that this person does not want to be associated with. Okay, so they are not happy in this relationship. They are constantly worried, constantly anxious about how that connection will be like, right? They never slept as well as they slept when they were with you. Okay, again, this is not to make you feel good. This is just the truth of what spirit wants you to know that will allow you to get the closure you need. Okay, guys. So now let's start ending this relationship. Let's start ending this reading. Let's start closing up the closure, right? The final question is this person in a relationship right now? Eventually they did leave this connection. With the 8 of Cups over here, this person eventually left that relationship they were in. So if you've been wondering whether they were with that same person that they left you for, if you had been left for another relationship, they were not with them. They eventually walked away from that relationship. Okay, eventually walked out of that relationship. So let's see, are they in a relationship right now? Are they in a connection right now? The Wheel. Okay, and let's see, Spirit, is this person in a relationship right now? And the Star. No, they're not in a relationship. They're very focused on still healing themselves. I told you at the beginning of this reading that they're still experiencing the karma of leaving you. They're still having a really hard time with this 4 of Swords energy over here. Yeah, they're still having a hard time finding the true love that they want. Okay, so they are very much single, and it's because they're trying to manifest that one true love. They're still trying to manifest that one true love. The Star card is a wish fulfillment card, and the Wheel of Fortune is a card of, yeah, the one true love. Okay, in a love reading, they're trying to manifest that sacred soulmate that is going to make them feel like they're in a fairy tale type of love. Okay, they are actually in a process of manifesting. This person is actually learning how to manifest true love in their life. For lack of if we're talking in terms of literally, they're actually integrating manifestation techniques on how to manifest their true love. So they are very much single, and that is why you were told that if they were to meet you right now, they'd want to rekindle the connection. Okay. They are very much single right now. But I feel like at this point in time with the Wheel and the Star card, because they're now trying to manifest a sacred partner, someone who's not going to bring out the worst in them, like their previous connection, they're at a better place. Okay, they're slowly finding themselves, and it is in this finding themselves that they actually realize that you are their true love. If they were not finding themselves, and if they were not in a better place than they left you, they will not be able to realize that you are the true love of their life. Okay, so they're in a better place. They're in a healing space. The Star card is a healing energy. Okay, they're changing. The Wheel of Fortune is a changing energy, and in this sense, when it's paired with the Star card, is it signifies that this person is positively changing themselves. They're moving into the version of themselves that they were always meant to be. Okay, they're now operating at a higher level of consciousness where they are not in a state where they can attract toxic relationships. In fact, the reason they are single is because they do not want to attract toxic relationships. They are done with the toxicity. Okay, they're done with toxic relationships. Right now they're choosing to be single because they want to manifest a healthy love. Okay, so they're single. Does this mean that you should rekindle the connection? Let's see what final guidance message that your spirit guides have for you. Should you rekindle this connection or should you move on? If this person was to come back to you and ask to rekindle this connection, should you accept them or walk away? Let's see, does Spirit really want to reveal this to you? And if you're not interested in rekindling this connection and you want to get a personal reading about who your true soulmate is, what their personality is like, what is happening in their life right now, I am offering a love reading. Just check the comment section of this reading. There's a link where you can purchase a personal love reading where we tap into the energy of your true soulmate. And your true soulmate could either be this person, because right now we are seeing this person is version 2.0, or it could be a completely different person. So if you're curious to find out whether this person should be in your life as your true soulmate going forward because now they've changed, or Spirit says there's a better person out there for you and they're on their way to you, and now you just want to find out a little bit about them so that when they enter your auric field you know what they are, who they are, then just check the link in the comment section. I'd be happy to do that personal reading for you. But right now, let's see what Spirit has to say in regards to, should you rekindle this connection or should you wait for a true love who's coming your way, or the person you're with is actually your true love? Because for some of you, maybe you're already in a connection, but you just want to find out what happened to this person that left me heartbroken, you know, so that you can love the person you're with right now more. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? What does Spirit think? Pets, getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. Oh my God. Wow. So Spirit is being very cryptic here. By pets, I mean here, this is the puppy love. Remember I talked about the puppy love? This is the puppy love coming through, and this is even a puppy's foot, right? I don't know whether this is a cat, but to me it looks like a puppy's foot. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. So Spirit is being very cryptic here, guys. They're saying whether you accept this person or not is up to you. You have two paths to choose from. When this person comes back into your life, you can give them a chance. Giving a current pet more love, okay? You can give this person a chance. But if this is not what you want, it's fine. You can go and find yourself a new love, okay? So you have the freedom, and I feel like the reason they're giving you the freedom is because of what I said. This person has actually healed themselves. So if you truly feel like you need to be with this person and you want to be with this person, Spirit is saying follow your intuition. If that is what your intuition is telling you, follow your intuition. But you're also being told you also have the opportunity to manifest another true love into your life. You're not tethered to this person. The universe has given you the keys to decide how your love life will unfold. Is it going to be with this person or with a new person? It's up to you. But let's see what else Spirit has to say. And that is what I was saying. If you want a personal love reading where we go deeper into the energies of your true soulmate, then that reading will be good for you, because once I describe who your true soulmate is, it is going to be easy for you to determine whether I'm talking about this person that you're thinking about or I'm talking about a new person, okay? So if you're interested in knowing whether your true soulmate is this person or someone else, then get that love reading. Link is in the comment section, okay? But let your intuition guide you as to what action you should take. What else? What final guidance does your Spirit team have for you? 1 hour, liar. Oh my God, be careful of someone sneaky. Wow. Huh? Okay. So Spirit is being very cryptic here. Let me just pull up another card. Remember, this is a collective reading, so I'm tapping into many people's energies. So there's some people who are being told that you can go back to this person or find someone new, but there are other people who are being told this person that you're thinking about is not the one for you. Be careful of someone sneaky. They're not the one for you. So take what resonates, let your intuition guide you. And that is why a personal reading will be really good for you to understand which of these energies is yours. Is this person good for you? Is this person the true soulmate that you've been seeking? Or is this person not good for you? Are they the liar that Spirit is talking about here? Okay? If you're interested, link in the comment section. Right, what else? So for some of you are being told, nah, you should not rekindle this connection. Be very careful about how you deal with this person because they do not have the best intentions for you. Okay? Not for everyone, for some of you. Let's get one final message. Intuition, exactly what I said. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. Let your intuition decide as to whether you need to go back to this person or move on to someone new. There's a group of you that this person is not the right person for you, but there's another group of you that this person is actually the person for you. That's why you're being told getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. Part of you, some of you, this person is your true love. For some of you, this person is not your true love. Your intuition is going to guide you to the answer. And so the personal love reading is me tapping into your intuition to reveal the traits of your true soulmates, the personality traits of your true soulmate, so that you decide whether is this the liar that Spirit is talking about, or is this the true love of my life, and should I rekindle this connection? Because this person, whoever you're thinking about, guys, is already thinking about coming forward towards you. Remember we saw with the, I don't know where it is now, the Seven of Swords, right? They're thinking of coming towards you to offer their cup of love to you again and rekindle the connection. But you're being told you need to be very careful about how you handle this communication when they come to you. For some of you, this is your person, this is your true soulmate. But for some of you, you need to pass on them and focus on manifesting another type of love in your life. Okay? So if you're interested in digging deeper and finding out which group you're in, then check out the link in the description of this video. I'd be happy to do that reading for you. But if you're not ready to purchase a reading, let your intuition guide you as to whether you need to rekindle this connection or totally find closure and move on to someone else. Other than that, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to listen to this really long reading. I really appreciate your energetic exchange, your attention. And if this reading resonated, hit the like button. Subscribe if my energy resonates with yours. Share this reading with someone who you feel needs closure. And leave a comment. Let me know how this reading resonated. I'd be really happy to hear from you. And your energy exchanges really help this channel grow and allow me to reach a wider audience who need help in regards to their love life. Until next time, have a lovely week ahead and stay open and stay grounded to the loving guidance messages you receive from your intuition.